Now the topic we are going to discuss is cells in parallel. So when are cells said to be connected in parallel? Cells are said to be connected in parallel if all the positive terminals of the cells are connected together and the negative terminals of the cells are connected together. Let's visualize how it looks like. If suppose we have two cells in our hand, positive terminal, positive and negative. If I keep them like this, if this positive terminal of the first cell and this positive terminal of the second cell are connected together, similarly the negative terminal of the first cell and the negative terminal of the second cell are also connected together, then these two cells are said to be connected in parallel. So what we are going to do in this video is, so in this topic we are going to derive the equivalent EMF and equivalent resistance for the cells connected in parallel. Let's see how to do. So when two cells are connected, let's say the first cell has an EMF E1 and internal resistance R1. Similarly, the second cell has an EMF E2 and internal resistance R2. These two cells are said to be connected in parallel. Now the equivalent EMF of this cell, let's call it as E equivalent, and internal resistance is R equivalent. So let's call it as R equivalent, connected across the same terminals A and B. Now let's analyze what happens for the first circuit. So in the first circuit, let's say the cell 1 is supplying a current I1, the cell 2 is supplying current I2. So what happens is I1 is reaching this junction, I2 is reaching this junction. So applying Kirchhoff's first law, we can say the total current that is delivered by both the cells put together is going to be I. Now when you draw it for the equivalent circuit, it is still going to be I, right? Now what is going to be the potential difference between the points A and B for the first cell? So since the first cell is getting discharged, we know that VA minus VB is going to be equal to E1 minus I into R1. Similarly, VA minus VB for the second cell, how much is it going to be? So VA minus VB for the second cell will be E2 minus I2 into R2. So if you observe, the left hand sides are VA minus VB and VA minus VB. So it is a known fact that when two electrical devices are connected in parallel, the potential difference across the terminals is going to be the same, right? So since the left hand side is equal, we can solve the problem with the right hand side. So if I call VA minus VB to be V, similarly here also VA minus VB to be V, from the first equation what we can say is I1 will be equal to E1 minus V divided by R1. Similarly, I2 will be E2 minus V divided by R2. But according to Kirchhoff's first law, I is equal to I1 plus I2. So it is I1 plus I2. So I will be equal to, what is the value of I1? I1 is going to be E1 minus V divided by R1, and I2 will be E2 minus V divided by R2. So let this be equation number 1. Now let's try to find out what is the value of I in terms of E equivalent and R equivalent. So what is the potential difference across the equivalent cell? So it is still VA minus VB. VA minus VB will be equal to E equivalent minus I into R equivalent. So but we know that VA minus VB is assumed to be V. So I will be E equivalent minus V divided by R equivalent. Let's call this as equation number 2. So from 1 and 2 when you solve, we get E equivalent minus V divided by R equivalent is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. I have rearranged this equation. So if you observe, comparing both the sides, you get E equivalent divided by R equivalent will be equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. Similarly, 1 by R equivalent will be equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So here we cannot directly find the equivalent EMF, rather we have the formula like E equivalent divided by R equivalent will be equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2, and it is a known fact that when resistors are connected in parallel, 1 by R equivalent will be equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. If n cells are connected in parallel, then the equivalent EMF divided by the equivalent resistance will be equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 plus so on till En divided by Rn. So this is the required expression for the equivalent EMF in terms of the equivalent resistance.